never had a friend like me. You ain't never had a friend like me.
Okay, we in the truck. Real talk with real people. What's up? What you got?
You know, I was thinking, you know, you want to do this podcast, you know, and you know, you want to get your word out, you know, speak about, you know, the real things, the real people. I would say, you know, I feel like let's tell the people about yourself. So, Bentley, you know, we're switching positions, and I think everybody wants to know a little bit about yourself. So, tell me where you're from.
Fort Worth, Texas, baby.
Fort Worth,
Funky
Texas.
Town, A1G.
That's right. That's cool.
If you know, you know.
So, where'd you end up going to school? How was it like for you growing up in school? You know, like, did you know, what were your struggles? You know, did you push through and graduated? You know, like, tell us. You know, how was your academic life?
Went to South Birdville Elementary. Then when I moved out of Altum City, went to Bryant Elementary in Arlington. And I don't know, school was school, man. You know, we lived in a neighborhood. It was a neighborhood just like everybody else's neighborhood, man. It's like Rancho Cucamonga up in there. You know what I mean? It's going down.
Suburbs.
But I mean, in Haltom City's not. I guess Haltom City is a suburb, but it's not like that kind of suburb.
Okay.
It's like, but then Arlington, then the south side of Arlington, where we was over there, I went to Bowie High School. Where we lived there was, you know, suburb area like that, you know, and I mean, it was just life, man. I had a stepdad. Me and my stepdad got in a fist fight when I was 14. Got kicked out. That's where I fell in love for my first summer of love that summer. Also snorted cocaine for the first time that summer.
Oh man, so you were just having a hard time.
Yeah, dude.
You were just having a hard time, you know. So, how was it like after high school and all that stuff? How did you cope with adjusting from being an adolescent to an adult?
Well, my adjustment was a coma. So I adjusted through learning how to walk again. Because I was 17 years old, man. High school was crazy, dude, because I got in that fist fight with my stepdad, but then I got caught with weed, so my mom threw me out. My junior year, I had to leave, and so I went to live with my grandparents, and I was selling weed out there. Just wild times, man. Especially for a little punk kid like me, it was just wild, dude. And I got in this car wreck and woke up from the coma in the hospital, and you know, had to learn to walk, get my strength, get my legs back, get all that back, man. Didn't really get any rehab because I turned 18 like 2 weeks after, because I was in the coma in February. My birthday's in March, and the wreck was in February. I was just in this coma for just a few weeks. It was a medically induced coma, so they brought me out of it slowly. You know what I'm saying? And then
why did they medically induce it though?
Because I was unconscious, and my brain's bleeding and stuff.
Okay,
and got internal bleeding and everything, and
man.
Just it makes you keeps your body at rest, gives your body time to heal, I guess.
Well, pretty much you're lucky to be alive right now, right?
Yeah, that's what they say. It's weird. There was the first person that showed up on the wreck, supposedly, I don't remember any of this, obviously, but supposedly, first person that showed up on the scene of the wreck was a nurse, and then the second person was a fireman. And my grandma went through and found out who these people were. We showed up at their house a couple times trying to knock on their door and say thank you or whatever after the fact, you know, months later. Nobody ever answered the door. But they said that I went through a fence and everything. There was barbed wire wrapped around me. It's all messed up. You know, the lady that stopped said that she saw the lights on in the field, so that's what made her turn around and come back. And so anyway, I do the coma thing, man. Wake up, get back, man. I can't really do school. Schoolwork was hard for me, so I just quit going to school. My mom really wanted me to get a GED, though, so I did. I studied real hard. After a few months, I kind of got some strength back. Studied real hard, got a GED. Then my mom found a school that was going to take my GED for to enroll me. Like, they'd say, you come to this college, we accept GEDs at this college.
All right.
Let me tell you something. I got some advice for you and anybody else. If you go to a college that they have a TV commercial, don't go to that college. Don't go to colleges that advertise on TV. That's what I did. The college classes that I took, man, you could probably take in high school now. Some Photoshop, basic Photoshop, Illustrator classes. I learned some interview prep classes. I took some speech ones, some psychology ones, some college algebra, basic stuff like that. But it wasn't a college experience. Like, I can't even explain to you. It wasn't anything like it wasn't a college experience like what you think when you think about a university. And it wasn't even like a state school. It was an office building. Like, that's the only way to explain it.
It's a little hole in the wall, right?
But, you know, my mom said, you know, I'm going to pay Dave. You want you to go to school. And my mom had cancer. So, you know what, Mom, let's go. Let's do school. Let's do college. And, sign me up. Here we go. Let's do the art program. And they're going to teach me to do art on my computer. And, you know, I'm going to be a great artist. And
so you're going to school again?
Yeah, went through school. Went through the college. Yeah, so to get the associate's degree. I finished. Got the associate's degree. Got hooked up with some guys doing some music. Man, did some CD covers on the graphics. You know, learned some Photoshop. Learned some Illustrator. Had some crazy parties. Got $40,000 in debt in college debt that I'm working on trying to get through Forgiven. Check out that debt forgiveness program because that's a real deal. But I'm mixed up in it right now. There was a big lawsuit over all that stuff, man. All them then commercial colleges. All them commercial colleges got sued, and or the government got sued because I don't remember all the logistics of it, the details. But I have a bunch of paperwork about it, and I have tons of emails, and I've been talking with my cousins, helping me work through it. But that was it, man. I started going to college.
All right.
Started having kids. Finished
kids.
College. Got a job. Started stocking shelves.
At what age did you have your first child?
22.
22, wow.
Yeah.
That's a good age, though.
22, the year that he was born.
That's your boy. What's his name?
Adam. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we about to have to go inside, man. We're going to finish this one out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
You got some more of my story next time.
So, let's say this. That's a part 1 right here. Catch part 2 later on. Get back to us.
We in the truck. Real talk with real people.
You ain't never had a friend like me.